Hi, this is Joel. Welcome to Skill Grow. Today we're going to learn what's Vlookup. Over here I have a list of furniture names and also their prices. And over here I have a list of furniture and I need to fill in the price. So I could see here the price of chair is $50 and I could type that in $50. And also the price of desk. I can see that the price of desk is 120. I could type that in 120, but hey, I don't have time for that. There's bunch of furniture that I need to fill in the price. I don't have time. So instead, let's use a function called VLOOKUP, or what stands for vertical lookup. To entering in a formula, we need to start by entering in an equal sign. This lets Excel know that this is a formula. Then we need to type in the name of the function. So let's type that in, VLOOKUP. Then we need to open the parentheses. Right down below we see a helpful sign that tells us what arguments we need to feed into this function for it to be able to work. So the first argument that it needs is the lookup value. We want to know the price of chair. I will select that and it inserts the cell reference into the function. We enter in a comma and that brings us into the next argument. It wants to know the table array. That's the table that we are searching against. If you look at this, I have furniture names and also prices. This is the table. I select the table, let's highlight it, and it inserts the table reference into the function. Next, it wants to know the column index number. What the heck is that? Well, that's the column in this table that contains the value that we want to return. We want the price. If you look at this, the furniture names is in this first column and the prices in the second column. So we want the price back. So we enter in 2. And lastly, we need to specify that whether we want an approximate match or an exact match. So in this table, I want to know the price of chair as exactly it's written over here. So I choose exact match, I'll click on that and that enters false. So close the parentheses and hit enter and look at that. The price of chair is $50 as it is here. And if you need assistance writing your function, you could click it into it and fill it in. I've got the price for chair, but we have more work to do. I need the price for desk and also for table. Let's see if he can just copy this formula down. I'll click on this icon and that copies it down. But oh no! Look at the very bottom. It says NA. Looks like I got an error back. If you click into the formula, you'll notice that the table has moved down by 2 rows. It's completely missing the table. What happened here? When I copied the formula down, I copied it down by 2 rows. Here, the table reference has also moved down by 2 rows. So what I want to do instead is I want to log the reference to this table. How do we do that? Well, right up over here, I will click into the formula and where I am referring to the table, I press F4 key and that adds a dollar sign in front of the column in front of the row and that logs the reference and that's called an absolute reference. I will do the same for the bottom corner of the table and then we hit enter and we delete this, then copy down, click on this icon and copy down this formula and it works as expected. The price for table is $80. One problem with this technique is when you add or remove a row or column, you need to come and update it every time. Let me show you a better way. Let's delete these functions and come here and click on the table data Then we want to turn it into a table, what's called table. And my table has headers. I click OK, and that changed into the table. Then over here I come into the formula, and I change the absolute reference into table reference, into whole table reference. I delete this. Then I select all of the table, and you will notice that here table 5 all it turned into table. And if you come and add or remove a row, it will bind to the current list. I'll click and copy it down. You will see that it works correctly. And if you add or remove row, it will bind to the correct list.